Alright, let's get a short session going here. So when we last left off, we had decided to accept the role that our father occupied as this sort of spiritual healer and mentor type figure. We still need to go and talk to people and try to figure out what that means exactly. We last spoke with Ruben and Lara, who were not Lara, what's her name? Shoot. Oh yeah, it is Lara. Yeah, we spoke with them and they weren't particularly happy with us. So Notkin proposed that we talk to Capella, who is the leader of the town's children, supposedly. So we can make our way up there. And then we could maybe try to get over to Sabarov's as well. And then take a boat ride back down or something. Straight razor could be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that candle. I think straight razors are used for repairing higher quality scalpels, maybe? Or maybe it's super damaged scalpels, I don't quite recall. I need to talk to Khan at the tower. Though the town is all abuzz now, it makes me kind of reluctant to leave. What tower? You blind, big fella? Just look over there. The tower across the river. Our polyhedron. The only place where life is real. Khan. I know that name. He's in the tower?
Close your eyes. Let me kiss them.
Are you sad? I haven't got time to be sad. I just wanted you to know I sympathize. I've never had parents. I've never had anyone. So I know how terribly and awful it must feel right now. What do you want from me? I'm sorry I said mean things to you. That's why you think I'm evil, isn't it? But it was the truth. This is the girl that we met who was pilfering Lara's. What do you want? I just wanted you to know that the girl from the cemetery, Grace, is talking to your father right this moment, and I think it strains her a great deal. You're lying. They're speaking, and I think it's killing her. Could you tell her to stop, please? I think she might listen to you. I feel sorry for her. Do you understand? Right this moment, you say? Right this moment. And he's responding. Why won't you believe I'm a good person, Barak? Open your eyes. I speak the truth. Remember, I'm always speaking the truth. Fine, I'll take a look, but if it turns out you lied to me... That's awful far away. Wait, is that Clara again? She was just over there a second ago. That's disconcerting. Nice, now we can repair our scalpel. Our Taya's in the termitary, isn't she? Why was it locked? Will they open it soon? Wait a second, what Taya? Taya Taichik? Taya Taichik, but we call her the Mother Superior. Mother Superior, isn't that cool as heck? It's Capella's idea. It's a mouthful. So now I have something over there as well. Let's see, is there anything to loot or trade in here? Looks like we're getting pretty hungry. There you are. Here I am. You need to see Capella. Soon, soon, soon. Soon, why? Because... short and to the point. Swing by Vlad's real quick. Whoops. Not bad. I could probably finish it off with this guy. Nice. Got 2 notes for Capella here.
I'd leave this place, but I myself had laid the roads of this town such that I'll curve back to their origin.
Yulia Lyaricheva, and you are? Artemi Brock, a doctor. How can I help you? What can you do? Little in the way of medicine. I'm a mathematician specializing in spatial calculations, the finite element method. I doubt you'd be interested. Oh, but I am. The Canes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's routes planned. They believed the routes of choice influence people's mood, their soul state. I found the challenge intriguing, if a bit insane. So the town's streets are your doing? Not all of them, but yes, to some extent. Why the hell did you make the town so awkward to navigate, then? The Canes implied that the town already had something akin to a nervous system. They suggested I view it as a huge living creature, so my job was acupunctural. Do you take the Canes' ideas seriously? Well, they have built the polyhedron, haven't they? There it is. I was even allowed to ascend it, though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the Stillwater, all those buildings are machines that work with the same idea. What idea? When a person finds themselves in a relatively enclosed space, it influences their inner state in a certain way. It's no secret. The Canes are trying to create buildings that enhance spiritual growth. As in? Well, we're moving to the field of philosophy now, not my area of expertise, but as far as I can tell, in their eyes, humans aren't paragon of animals, but rather larvae. They believe the human spirit is a spring to be stretched, their favorite image. Why stretch it? To make people desire new things, weird things, things beyond their limits. Does that really demand making roads so confusing?
As a matter of fact, there's no matter nor fact.
You are Artemi Barak. Greetings. You know my name. I can see. I haven't mastered the art, but I do see things, sometimes. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother. You haven't mastered the art of sight? I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it, or I imagine a situation, and the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I even know past events I wasn't present for. Like when drawer father put papers into, which drawer father put papers into years ago. A powerful gift if you're telling the truth. Not that powerful, not with me. Not like my mother. She could see at will, although even with her it could be fickle. I only see rarely, and I don't control it at all. I'd like such a gift myself. Mother said it would pass. I'll either see by my own will, or lose it entirely. Or you'll start seeing ghosts and unicorns. Your undue sarcasm has been noted. It's not so rare a gift in this town. There were once several women who could see. Mother, Nina Kana, Katerina Saburov, perhaps. Outsiders arrive with such skepticism, but they are always soon astonished. Astonish me, then. You likely aren't afraid of blood, right? Of course not, I'm a surgeon. Do you know what I see? Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melt, each step forming an imprint filled with red. You leave pools of clotted blood in your wake, Artemi Barak. I thought this must be about the murders, but you're no monster. What does it all mean? You're asking me? I have no idea.
So Capella sang alla breve before a crowd, clapping.
Why have you come? Are you looking for my brother, perhaps? Or do you want to ask me something of my father? Do people often come to see you as an in-between for Big Vlad? Yes, father pays heed of what I ask of him, tells me I'm the only person he loves. That's because I take after mother. I thought he loved no one. Oh, our family is falling apart. Father and brother argue all the time, louder and crueler with each passing day. Brother is angry with me. Everything went awry after mother's death. Everyone loved your mother. I was just a kid, but I remember her too. She died when I was 6. On the day of her funeral, I locked myself in with the coffin so that no one could take her away from me. That evening, brother explained there was no other way. The dead must be buried. That is best for them, he said, and then I understood. But how does your brother make you sad? Brother acts against father's will. Your kin make up most of father's workforce, but he doesn't treat them well. So, brother argues with him. But father hates to be challenged. He says he'll disinherit my brother. Making you the heiress, right? Wrong. Mother never wanted that, and father honors her will. Still does. Another family torn apart.
As a matter of fact, there's no matter nor fact.
Did something happen? You looked worried. I want to ask you something. Go ahead. He wrote this note. Here, take a look. Why are these names listed together? Yours is on here too. I don't know, but I have a suspicion. Why are you frowning? Is it something bad? Well, no. About a year ago, your father began to seek our company. We all met together sometimes, or in 2s or 3s. It happened naturally. He taught us, I suppose, but not anything special. I think it was more about passing down something. Something of great importance. I can't make heads or tails of what you're saying. You're an outsider. It's difficult to explain. We kids have our own town within the town, a separate one, and we govern it on our own. Don't give me that patronizing look. It's not some game. You would understand anyway. Go on, please. I'll do my best. Your father was shrewd. He could see beneath crude earth petty lies and hard truths, Khan used to say. Khan didn't like him much, but even he got out of the polyhedron to talk to him. He believed we were the ones who would remake this town, rebuild and conduct it, in the future. Remake? You mean destroying this town? I don't know. Perhaps it doesn't need to be so drastic, although the more I think about it, the more disturbing it sounds. Perhaps there is a catastrophe upon us. Rumor has it the war moves eastward, and it won't end. Perhaps something is about to happen. God forbid, of course. Do you even believe in God? No, I don't. What about you? Girls your age usually say, oh, I believe there's some higher power. That's what he was preparing us for, changing the town. I can see it now. He taught each of us something important. Perhaps he gave a piece of himself to us. Yes, that must be what he did. Guess we'll have to protect you from all evils, then. Alright, what leads do we have now? We know that Khan is at the polyhedron. Grace is supposedly talking to my father. Tai Chick is in the termitary. And Sabarov. Gosh, everything is so spread apart. Hey, Uncle, dig a hole for us, will you? People don't dig holes in this town, don't you know? Please, Uncle, we only need a shallow one. A couple of shovel swings, nothing more. Are you burying a cat? Yeah, I mean, no, not a cat. Then whom? Just the 8th. Huh? The 8th what? Well, the previous 7 are already pushing daisies, and nothing bad happened when we buried them, because the holes were shallow. I guess shallow ones are allowed. Alright, I'll dig you a hole. Ugh. That's creepy. Weird. That's fine. We don't necessarily need to repair the rusty one right now anyway. We might be able to get a better one. Where go you, friend? What plan is next to follow? Actually, I don't know what to do. What say the townsfolk? The townsfolk. They're so alike, aren't they? A backdrop, faceless. They surely know nothing important, right? A hive? A swarm? A flock? No use for names. Whatever one knows, they shall all know in turn. Why should I care? The crowd is but a many-headed beast. Like it or not, you are but one such head. They know you better than you know yourself. Have you heard them, Brock? Communication. See how it means finding a common ground. I can still feel it, kind of slimy to the touch. They all know something of your tale, Brock, and from each one a different strand of it. So know where you're to go. Some know where you're to go. Others will say why you must go. And some will warn of danger, terrible danger, that you may avoid it. But you said they're a swarm all alike. Untrue. Grown-ups will know what children don't, and children know what stepkin do not. Such is the mechanism of life, that turns in its own petty pace from day to day. You choose only whose lips reach your raised ears. I'm used to only relying on myself. That is because you are alone, Barak, confused, alone, losing the plot, Barak. Does not the map of your own mind suffice? Then talk, communicate. Hear me now. Teensies and tots, the town's own young, indeed, already know who waits for you today. If you still doubt, then speak to one, any child. Talked to them already. Sabrov seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time, if you ask me. Why is that? Because you can't trust people, that's why. The rule of the three families was about trust, in each other and in the townsfolk. The damn nobles trusted people to govern themselves, and the people, they're unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, only strength. In my experience, people respond better to kindness. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? Yesterday blood flowed like water, and a woman was buried to death at the bone stake lot. Trust? Leniency leads to corruption. What we need is somebody who can keep the rabble in check. It wasn't kindness that killed those people. Where do you think you're going, buddy? I just want to ask something. Everyone here wants to ask something. I'm not here to join the watch, I'm a doctor. I don't give a damn. Wait your turn like everyone else. Get off my case. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait my turn. I am a doctor. Greetings. I'm sorry to inform you that you're officially banned from joining the watch. Governor's orders. Why? Did you run out of leather caps? I can get my own. I would like to remind you that you're currently on probation. Until the murder of Simon Kane, Isidore Brock, and several others is brought to justice, you're considered a suspect. There's evidence against you. Enough blabbering. I'd rather speak with Sabrov himself. Is he inside? Are you here about the house? What house? Your own, of course. On Governor's orders, it was locked down during the investigation of Isidore Brock's death. Since the investigation is over, the Governor can grant you access. Isn't that why you're here? I guess it is now. They won't accept you either, Kaila. Do they accept people from the kin? It's not because we're Katanga, but Sabrov thinks we're Boris Vlad's people, and they have an arrangement. Bikara, they won't accept the Kanes as people either. Bioe Golno or Grub, why have you come? The kin have never cooperated with the authorities. There's no work. The factory is closed. Where should I go? How should I feed my children? This is not a real job either. The patrols will be disbanded in a week.
Shut them up. Toughen up. Leave hesitation behind. It's our family's time.
It's you. We made you a prime suspect yesterday, by mistake. Sorry, that was rash. You were too convincing a suspect, but I won't hear you complain. The error was irrevocable. Did you find my father's murderer? I had no investigation. There's no organized search. I hold no official post here, in case you had any illusions on that part. My power is that of reputation. Traditionally, our family enforces order in the town on the rare occasions that it's broken. And those are rare, believe me. This is a peaceful little town. I know, a village, and you're the sheriff. Spare me the sarcasm, Barak. Let's get this straight. You're still a suspect, and you'll still be a suspect until the murderer is found and proven guilty. The only reason you're walking free is something called the presumption of innocence. Do I make myself clear? Good thing that some smart people told you about that. Anything else I can help you with? My house is locked. Do you have the key? The house was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. There may be evidence. It's in your best interest, and that of the committee. The investigation that doesn't exist. Great. You may have the key. The house is your property, and I have no legal grounds to prevent your access. Exactly. Alright. So... Man, the polyhedron is so far away. I think we're just gonna stick around this part for now, but I think that is a good leaving off point for me for now. This will be a short one.